Oh, it is so freaking cold out here. It's so funny. Everything happens perfectly. Just enough time to get something to eat and be on my way to the bus stop. Um, I thought I was so hungry this morning. Oh, Discovery Cove is over here. I don't know what that is, but it's here. Oh, and there's another bus stop over here too. I don't know if I should risk trying to catch this bus over here and not go. I don't even know what bus comes over here. I think I'm just gonna walk back the way that I came because I don't know how the bus comes over here. And if I had all day, I would just go explore because why not? Um, yeah. So, ooh, and look, Florida. I'm gonna tell y'all about Florida. I'm in Orlando now, but Florida has like the most beautiful wildlife. Oh my gosh, like look at all this. And nature, the trees, you see the yellows and the greens in the bush. Also in the tree, I don't know what type of tree that is, but it looks like almost like lily bulbs. And then purple. It's just gorgeous. And you run across so many lakes and stuff just in walking. And I like how the Walgreens, and the CVS looks just like the Walgreens across the street. It has like this like blue wave ocean motif thing going on. And I'm feeling so good and so full right now because I was hungry a minute ago and I was like, oh my gosh. But I feel satisfied now. For breakfast this morning, I had grits for $1, and the guy put like a ton, probably it looked like a whole stick of butter in my serving of grits, but I ate it. Um, for lunch just now, I had I didn't know. I forgot what a gordita was. A gordita is basically the chalupa with the inside of a taco or something like that. But I didn't notice what it was, so I asked for a chalupa. So ended up having two chalupas and a gordita, and I didn't pay for one because they messed up they gave me another chalupa, and then some guy beside me was trying to give away a taco. I didn't take it because he didn't offer it to me directly. And again, I don't know. If it was meant for me to take it, God would have gave it. God would have made it so I was receptive to taking it. Yeah. So I'm feeling real good. Then I shouldn't have drank it, but soda. And then yesterday I also had lemonade, like a whole gallon of lemonade. So, yeah, I'm eating a lot, which probably, oh, here's a bus. I'm so, wonder where this bus is going. It's probably like the 21. Oh, it's the number 8. I'm thinking I should catch this bus. But I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going to go back the way I came. Because, again, I don't know where I'm going. And then if you don't know where you're going, I'm going to be late. I don't have no way of calling them and telling them that I'm going to be late. So, and you got to excuse the hair. My hands are not free, so I can try to at least pat it down. And then they have like this little trolley that goes, I guess, up and down International. Oh, they have Ripley's Believe It or Not here too. I didn't know that was still going on. I don't know if I can make it across the street in time. I hope so. But lunch was really, really, really. Oh my God, this light is gonna change. I can make it across the street. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nope, didn't make it. So, oh, but I might still be able to make it. Yeah, because the traffic's going the other way. But I really, really enjoyed. Oh, and there's a McDonald's too. McDonald's, Wendy's, KFC, and Taco Bell. But the only one that I would go to is Taco Bell. I love the trees here. I'm out of breath. I don't know if I'm out of breath because I'm cold. Oh, they're building this roller coaster or taking it down. I don't know. Oh, they're testing it. Oh, either they're testing it Because I saw a car like going around on it, but I don't know if there's actually people on the car. But I read somewhere about this roller coaster that has like a part missing, and that's part of the coaster, and it just connects back on the other end, which scares the bejesus out of me. And I see that this one does have a part missing, but I wouldn't trust that. I haven't ridden a roller coaster in ages. The first time was when I was in Hampton, Virginia, Buckrow Beach. When we first moved there, they used to have like a amusement park, and they tore it down a long time ago. But yeah, I don't know why I'm so out of breath. This is just crazy. I'm really out of breath. But yeah. So I'm hungry, and I'm not hungry. I ate. I'm tired. I want to sit down for a little while and do nothing. But they must be working on it because there's people walking on the coaster. You don't never see people walking on it. But I did see a car going around as well. Things that I learned during this interview process, or how it affected me. Things that I experienced. One of the guys was talking about how, whoops, oh well, I lost my top. One of the guys was talking about how, he said this job changed his life. I don't know if that was BS or not, because sometimes that's work. They have a script for when they hire people. So I don't know if that was true or not. But the thing that he said that did touch me, and I've always wanted to this person, it would have touched me in the past, but probably not so much now, because I don't have a family anymore. But he was saying how, he was able to pay his bills and his mom's bills, and I was like, that's really nice, because I would like to pay my mom's bills, but I don't have a mother anymore, and I'm sure my sister and brother have taken that job. So I don't know. So that didn't get me anymore. But then another thing that he mentioned that was very poignant to me that I learned from was how, when they hire people, you hire people that you want to be around. Money is really important, I guess, to him. And so he wants to hire people. Because they asked me the same question like 20 times. And I mean, I know that in an interview you're supposed to give them exactly whatever they want to hear. But I just answered honestly. Really, I don't think in terms of that. It's just being better than whatever I was before. So I have a long way to go. As far as being better than, I ever was before. Because, again, I mean, I need to make at least $40,000 at the minimum in order to be equivalent to where I ever was before. But I don't know. I'm just in the process of improvement, and that's where it is, And I'm cold and I'm freezing. And there was a Spanish guy. He was very honest about his experiences, how something pissed him off, and he just, I don't know. But anyhow, that's the end of that. Now, talking back about, like I said, about being introduced to myself, and I think that's where we make connections with things when we are introduced to ourselves. I'm really out of breath. But that guy that I told you that I ran into yesterday, that was a pastor, but he preaches. The cashier was trying to be positive and asking him about, was he preaching at this such, and he was, did he preach yesterday at the church? And he was like, no. He was like, it's a good thing because he's gonna be on the road and whatever. And digging deeper, I started asking him questions when I came out of the store. I happened to bump into him about if he was happy where he was, what motivates him when he was little, what did he want to be when he grew up. And his answer to me was he always wanted to be a preacher and whatever. And so basically, to make it short, I got down to the part and was like, this may not be a projection of who you are, but this is me. This is what I felt about you. I don't know if it's true, and if you don't mind me sharing it. And he was like, okay. So what I felt about him was, it felt kind of weird because you don't want to speak things into other people's lives. So I told him that really I was talking about me, and sometimes we see other people as who we are. And my experience has been that there was a lot that I wanted to do to try to help people and do things for people. And I remember, being in Overtown and trying to situate myself there so that I could make a difference in the community. But it was taken away from me. Not only was, the powers that be. I mean, and I was telling him that, and he was 29. I'm 40. So I was telling him, and he was like, that sounds like, he was like, he agreed that actually was pretty accurate what I was saying about him, that, not appreciated. You just want to be known for, your community work and what you're trying to do to help people. And, and I told him don't give up, because it may even get to the point, for me, what happened was I actually got to a point where, I was falsely accused and convicted and had, and what scares me about that? What if they don't, I had an appeal, it was overturned, but if it's not, then does that make you lose your right to say that you was falsely accused and convicted? No, if it was false, it was false. And then, I was telling, well, I was starting to go into another topic with that, but I'll finish up on what I was saying with that. But what happened was I didn't never had the opportunity. I said sometimes it can get a lot better before it gets worse. I said I hope, I don't think that would happen for you, but I'm just letting you know that if that does happen, where things get a lot worse and it gets better, to stay encouraged. Now, how he may have received it, maybe okay, but he may not. Yeah, they're testing it. There's nobody in the seats. He may have received it okay, but again, I think that the way that I do present it is with a tinge of sadness. And again, people do not want that, but he didn't. He understood, And what geared me to say something to him so much was because the way that girl looked at him. Because people, I think there may be one or two people. Yeah, there are a few people on there. Because people look at me like that a lot, and I don't see it half the time because I know, but I want to focus on what I'm saying and what I'm trying to get from whoever I'm talking to. Where am I? Okay, got 3 minutes. So, just continuing along with that. Other things, like I said, yesterday was crazy. People was just losing it over my shoes. So I was on, and again, another introduction to myself. Another introduction to myself. The first one was the lady with the hardships. Two, the dirt's falling into the grave. Two was the guy that's trying so hard to accomplish but not getting any approval or getting anywhere. And he might have actually been number 3 because he's actually the third person. But the second person was the guy that was on the bus. And he was on the bus with the lady with the hardships I was talking about. And he seemed okay. He had a book. I thought it was a Bible. He said it wasn't. Maybe it was a hymn book. It looked like something that he snatched from the church. Yeah, hymn book, Bible, whatever. And he started talking to me. I think I may have said something to him like, oh, you just coming from church? Because I saw the book. And he was like, no, I'm not coming from church. And he started talking to me. Then he started talking about... he seemed, as I was talking to him, he seemed different. Different meaning that, like what most people would look at and consider slow. But I don't like to use that terminology because sometimes you may perceive it to be that way, but that's not really what it is. They just have a different way of communicating. Because again, I probably am seen that way sometimes too. But I'm coming up to where these construction people are, and I'm at the end of my time, so I'm going to continue in a few.